What's going on, guys? Boss Han here. I am back with another video, and today I have a story time to tell for you guys, and that is this is the time where my friend found a skinwalker. Here on the channel, I've told some paranormal activity videos, story times, like the time where I went into the woods for a vacation and then like a little Wendigo came and literally flipped all the chairs on the balcony. Or that other time where I heard noises that's outside of my bedroom. But yeah, grab your snacks and drinks, whatever you need to get ready for a story time, and let's get into it. So this whole entire thing started during the middle of spring break, and before spring break, my friend, we're gonna name for the story Maximus, told us that hey, he's gonna go to see his dad in the mountains. Well, not mountains, but in the desert. And we're like, oh, that sounds very cool. And my friend Maximus says, oh, by the way, I might not see you guys after spring break because we're actually gonna be staying there with my dad for a very long time. Well, for like an extra week after spring break. So we're like, oh, whatever. We understand. You can go hang out with your dad. That's cool. We wish we can do that too. I mean, obviously, we were jealous that my friend Maximus was gonna have more days off than we did. But it is what it is, man. We don't always get what we want. But so for this whole entire week, actually, we didn't see my friend Maximus for a whole entire week. Well, that was because this was spring break, but for some reason, when we came back from school after spring break, we see our friend Maximus. And by the way we could look at him, he was very tired. And so we're like, hey man, what's going on? You look very tired. And he says, oh yeah, I came home early, very early, and it was not really that great. And we're like, well, why? And my friend says, well, bro, I have a very crazy story to tell you guys. So during the trip to where his dad stays, it was alright, nothing bad happened, nothing changed, there was not that much going on. Just my friend was hanging out with his sisters that were at his dad's. I mean, I didn't know what they were doing over there. They could be playing Yahtzee something because I was just at my house playing Borderlands 2 on the Xbox 360. But the first night was just generally good. Nothing bad happened. And so a few more nights go by, and it was not until the fifth day where something happened. And so how this went was that there was 2 days of paranormal activity, and for the last day there was nothing. It was just like a normal day, like nothing ever happened. But for the first day, my friend Maximus, he was sleeping with his two sisters on the bed, and like at 3 a.m. like he woke up to like a very cold feeling in the room, like something was watching them. And so Maximus, he looked around, he didn't really saw anything, and so he went back to sleep thinking, oh, the AC must have turned off. Well, an hour goes by, and Maximus feels like the room is now much colder. Like he slept for at least an hour, and now he feels like he's about to wake up. For some reason, he has like the gut feeling not to open his eyes because he feels like someone's watching him. And so for at least 12 minutes, he kept his eyes closed and thinking like, I don't think I should open them. I feel scared. But he had the courage to open his eyes. But guess what? There's nothing there. Or so he thought, because the next thing is that he got up from his bed and he looked towards the window. And the next thing is that it jump scared him, and he went back because he saw like a ghostly figure staring at him through the window, like with a big smile. Like, you know, this the freaking ghost smile, whatever. I don't know what that meme is called, but it's like that throughout the window. And at first he thought it was a real person, but it was actually something else because he didn't feel like it was human of some sorts. He generally felt like what it looked like wasn't human at all, which I would probably understand concerning skinwalkers literally have the manifestations of basically a being. So you could probably tell us how a skinwalker could look like, but it's literally just staring at him and not moving elsewhere. And understandably so, that caused Maximus to scream as so loud that he woke up his sisters, and they saw the thing too, and they ran into their dad's room, and dad came out with a shotgun, and to surprise, nothing was there. And so of course the dad was like, you guys have to be playing tricks on me. But I guess he can tell by what his brother and daughter their faces were, is that like, okay, maybe they're not joking, that this is all real. So for the rest of the night, they slept in their dad's room. Nothing else happened until the next night, which is the last night. So it's now the next night, which is the sixth night of the day, and where tomorrow will then be their last day at their dad's, which then they will go back to the house. But it's now nighttime, and Maximus and his sisters are for some reason back in the original room. Like, I'm sorry, if I literally saw something like that in my room, then I wouldn't stay there for at least like for a long time. I would probably check my sanity to make sure that like I'm actually okay. I think I would want to sleep in a different room than have to have nightmares about that. Anyhow, though, they go to sleep for at least like 4 hours, and it's now 2 a.m., where instead of this time, Maximus looked at the window, and it was the same time, but, well, no, it was 2 a.m., and there was nothing there. It was like, oh. He was very relieved until they heard a loud banging at the door. And so he's like, oh boy, it better not be this time what I think it is. And so Maximus, for some reason, decides to get up and go towards the door. And so when he looked through, it was like this man, like looking very intensely, but for some reason there's like a lot of like, you know how the shadow of what it looks like when you can't see someone's eyes? It literally looked like that. But to make things even creepier, it looked like the person was talking, but like you couldn't hear it for some reason. Like they were just moving their mouths, like they were talking, but like nothing was coming out. But I'm pretty sure in what everyone's mind was like, the skinwalker was probably like, open the door. Open the door. I said open the door and let me in. But of course, my friend Maximus was like, oh no, this guy is back for revenge. He was the guy from the other night. And so he went to his dad and was like, hey, there's someone at the door. I don't think he's okay. But that's when they start hearing banging noises coming from the door very intensely. Then they start hearing screaming, saying, let me open the door. Open the door, god damn it, let me in. And at this time, my friend Maximus was thinking that this guy was just a crazy person. But for some reason, my friend's dad said, oh boy, it's not one of these skinwalkers. And my friend Maximus was like, a skinwalker? And he says, well, yeah, they mostly appear for some reason around this area very often. And Maximus was like, wait, what? They appear often? Doesn't that bother you? And he's like, well, it scared me at first, but I'm just so used to it now. And Maximus's situation, his father told him to have him and his sisters lock themselves in the same bathroom and to wait until he's done. And he's going to go figure out the situation. And so they go into the bathroom, they turn on the lights, like, dear God, of course, because I'm pretty sure if you have saw something that you literally want to hide to make sure like you're very safe, because I'm pretty sure I would literally jump out the window not wanting to see something like that, because I'm pretty sure I would probably switch states if I saw that thing come near to my house. So a minute goes by and another minute, and for at least like 10 minutes they're in the bathroom, like I think they were like praying to make sure their dad was okay. But their dad comes back and is like, God, that guy's gone now. I think we should be okay. And Maximus was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, it should be. And so it was true. Nothing bad ever happened to that. And surprisingly, nothing ever happened like that, because it's obviously that he has a whole armory in there. But after that, Maximus goes back to his original home and everything is all straight. But that's basically the whole entire story of where my friend meets a skinwalker, and then he prays to his life to make sure that he doesn't get killed by a skinwalker. And how we already know it was a skinwalker, because where I literally already said it, that skinwalkers tend to be around in the area. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy this story. This one was a little bit more longer than usual, because obviously this is a story that I literally for some reason had to record the audio too many times because I couldn't say the story right. Anyways, with the hard work I've done for at least 2 hours of recording audio, I would really appreciate it if you guys can press the like button on this video. However, if you don't press the like button on this video, then Krampus will come to your house, steal you on Christmas Eve, and make you mine gold for every single day forever. That's right. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to be stolen by Krampus, so yeah, press the like button. But on a serious note, you guys don't have to press the like button on this video if you want to. It's just, not gonna lie, I like having likes. It helps my channel a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna get going now. I'll see you guys later. Happy holidays. Peace.